And here we are going to discuss strategic guidance for professional career. Strategic guidance for professional career. What is career? First, let us define career span. Career is like that when you are going to upgrade yourself for earning and professional excellence and professional speed, and that life, that duration that you dedicate to your profession. After, you can say for yourself, if you are going to opt polytechnic as a career, engineering will be there your option, or many more options will be there. Here what we are going to do, we are going to calculate first career span. Let us say your age is 18 to 20 years. This is your average age I have taken into consideration. And then you are going to retire up to the age of 58 to 60. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If you are going to retire at this age, then this is going to be your present age 18 to 20, 58 to 60 your retirement age. So roughly you are having 40 years of span as your career, and then you need to plan for that. Why do you need to plan for that? Because if you are taking general life, general route, you don't know where to end. You will be preparing for higher studies, you will be preparing for so many things, but you need to decide what should be your direction. You need to decide your direction, which way to take. Because some of you might be thinking, after diploma I will be doing this, after diploma I will be doing that, after diploma I will be going for BTech, after diploma I will be going for government job, after diploma even I will targeting an Indian Army or something. And if you are wasting your time there and then again you are taking another path and then turning back, left, right, you don't know where to end up. So ultimately you need to come to know that what should be your clear-cut direction, what should be your career path. Otherwise you will be ending up somewhere else. For example, I would like to say, this is an example for you. You might have studied Alice in Wonderland. Here there is a situation. Alice is a small girl standing here, and there are so many routes, so many ways, routes. Not knowing, she is confused here in the Wonderland. She is confused. She is not knowing that where to go. Suddenly she meets a cat here. And then Alice asks the cat which way to take. Which way to take. And then cat replied, where do you want to go? There are so many ways. Where do you want to go? Alice says, I don't know. This is your real position. Your real position is this. Then cat says, take any. If you don't know where do you want to go, then take any. But don't make your life like Alice in Wonderland. What is your requirement? You should be very, very careful, very, very cautious while selecting your professional career. First, you identify that this is your career is. Then requirement is to identify what should be your career path. Then what should be your career objective. And then government come for 5 years. They do have a plan, clear-cut plan known as 5 years plan to run the country, to rule others. They do have a plan. But the question is, do you have a plan to run your life. Government is there to rule us. They are having a 5 years plan. Do we have a plan for our career? This question and answer is required there. You need to look for it. Furthermore, if you are not having a plan, means failing to plan is equal to planning to fail. Means in any situation you cannot have no plan. You have to have a plan. Means if you are having a plan for success, it's okay. If you are not having a plan for success, means you are having a plan for failure. Clear? So let us have, even examinations are there. If you are not preparing for examination, means you are preparing for failure. Yes. The result will automatically come. You will appear. So why not appear in a better way? For that purpose, career plan is required. Then let us talk about career plan. Let us say 5 year duration. 5 years duration. For this 40 years you cannot plan directly. But 5 year duration, career duration you opted, then you will prepare a diary, write in the top of the diary, career objective. Then career objective, at the top you will write my career plan. Then you will write career objective. Like you will tell that what will you be after 5 years. You will write yourself. Now you are trying to write your destiny. You are trying to write that I promise to myself that I will be so and so. I will be achieving this position. I will be in this job. I will be doing BTech. I will be pursuing higher studies after 5 years. And then how will you be achieving that? That is, your objective is there. You have mentioned your task is there. How are you going to achieve it? Then subdivide that duration. Like after 4 years I will be this. After 3 years I will be this. After 2 years I will be this. After 1 year I will be this. After 6 months I will be this. Like after 6 months you will be diploma holders. You will be completing your diploma in Polytechnic. And then you will be within 2 months you will be going for filling up the forms and all the formalities, then opening examination, online examination, and then you will be clearing all that, then BTech or whatnot. Whatever you want to apply, you will be pursuing. Then after 1 year you will be doing this, 2 years you will be achieving this, after 3 years you will be achieving having another achievement, after 4 years, after 5 years, you will be at a very point where you decided today to be after 5 years. So projection of that, thinking of that. In that thinking, how you will be working. We will be talking about SWOT analysis. Okay? Each one of us have some strength. We need to identify what is your strength. Then we do have some weaknesses. We need to identify what are our weaknesses. Then based on these strengths and weaknesses, we need to look for opportunity. As a diploma student, how many opportunities are there for me? Then threat. What will happen if I am not able to achieve it? Or what are the barriers in achieving that goal? What problems may come in that 5 years that I'll be able to do it, but if I'm not going to be able to do it, what could be the reason? You will start thinking. Then it comes, ask yourself, what strengths do you have? What is your strength? Some of you may be thinking, God is my strength. Some of you may be answering, my father is my strength. My parents are my strength. Some of you might be thinking, my relatives are my strength. But no, all these options are wrong. So if I ask, what is your strength? You should be clearly knowing that. If you are very good at mathematical ability, you can say, mathematics is my strength, physics is my strength. But you realize so many things, and then n number of lists that you can find can be put there as your strength and weakness. You need to identify. And then same thing can be your strength and same thing can be your weakness. Here I would like to give you one example. Once there was a very non-educated, uneducated person. He visited to a hospital for getting a job. He said, give me some job. They said, what can you do? He said, I'm a sweeper, I can sweep well. He was tested over there. He cleaned the room very nicely. He was selected for the job. But it was a very big hospital, renowned hospital. They asked that, what is your email ID? You are selected, gentlemen, you give your email ID. He said, I'm an uneducated man, I'm illiterate, I put my thumb impression in place of my signature. How can I have an email ID? So they said, we do not employ, we do not give job to anybody who is not having any email ID. This is our first requirement. So you have to have an email ID. His weakness was what there? He was not having an email ID was his weakness. He was not able to get that job. He was thrown out of the job. Then he started planning in a different way. He went out, he took some newspaper and made some envelopes and started selling those envelopes. Some of the shopkeepers said size should be bigger, others said should be smaller, your size is not good, not sufficient. Then he cut according to their demand. Then he started making a huge industry, big number of envelopes, and first he took 2 persons for pasting job because orders were many. He started preparing the size exactly according to that. Then he got a bigger cutter. He started cutting many papers. 2-3 persons started pasting, big size, small size, medium size. Then he got more and more orders. It was quite difficult for him to supply. Then he had some supply persons. They used to supply. Then he had one more person for bringing orders only. Then he himself started collecting the money, collecting the revenue. Ultimately, he became a very, very good businessman. He had, like, suppose that this much strength. 4 persons for cutting the envelope. One is cutting here, small size, medium size, big size, and even the bigger size. Like that way they started cutting, and rest of the group is pasting. Order is there, and he trained them that you cut only this, you use glue up to this amount, small amount, or the thicker or thinner, that way, according to the use. And ultimately he became a very good entrepreneur. Ultimately, there was a bank in the area. Bank people thought that we will honor this fellow. What did they thought? We will honor this man because this man is a man whose journey begins from zero to hero. He is a man of from zero. His journey can be some from zero to hero. So they started honoring that. They invited him. They honored him. He was honored. In that function, branch manager said, you please come to our bank, we will tell you some more schemes. And then we will tell you about so many things in the bank. And then you will earn more. You will have more rooms like this, more compartments like this, use office, use factory, use floor automation, something sort of that, for pasting and cutting all. So he visited one day to the bank. But it was, around almost closing hour of the bank, and the manager was very busy. That person visited to the manager. Manager offered him tea and basic courtesy and all that. Then he said, sir, don't mind please. Today I am very busy. You go to the reception counter our receptionist will let you know everything you require. He reached to the receptionist, and then there was a huge queue. So many persons are standing there in the queue to get their work done at the reception counter. Still receptionist tried to attend that fellow since he has achieved something. And then after that, the lady said, sir, please drop your email ID here. Please give your email ID here. I will mail you. But the man was not having email ID. Clear? Not having an email ID. And the lady is asking that you please give me your email ID. Whatsoever detail I will be mailing you. Today, so many persons are in queue. I need to attend all of them. Then ultimately what happened? The person said, I don't have an email ID, ma'am. Sorry, please, I don't have email ID. You need to tell me face to face whatsoever you wish to tell. Then the lady said, sir, in these days of technology, you are not having an email ID? What are you talking? Do you know? Only if you are having an email ID, what growth can you have in your company? And what you might have been. If you are having an email ID, what you might have been. Then the man replied, do you know what I might have been? Still today I might have been a sweeper in the hospital. If had I been having an email ID, even today I might have been a sweeper in the hospital. Today I am running my own company, and throughout my life I am not going to have an email ID. If you want to tell me, tell. Otherwise it's okay. Means not having an email ID was his weakness. But he converted that weakness into strength. This is the point. So, like you are studying, mathematics is your strength. If you are not preparing it well, tomorrow it will be your weakness. Physics is your weakness. If you are preparing it well, tomorrow it will be your strength. So it is not like that your strength is permanent fixed and your weakness is permanent fixed. Nothing is fixed permanently. They are auto-convertible. Clear? Only practice is required. Later on, there comes opportunity. You need to look for proper opportunity. What opportunities are there that is going to help you in your career plan? What you are going to plan and how many opportunities are you having? And then, how are you going to identify that opportunity? Like, you need to be very alert. You need to be very alert. You need not to be like Ellie. You need to be very alert in decision of your career path. While deciding your career path, alertness is required. And then, opportunities, you may be fit in army, you may be fit in other place, you may be fit in higher education or research. If you are innovative, you may be fit in some, you can say, experimental area. You can do some innovation there. And there are many more job opportunities because you are a skilled person. You are having some real training in your hand, like maybe mechanical, maybe electrical, maybe automobile. So many things are there and they can help you out there. But you need to identify, like see, what are the opportunity scenario today? You need to think for this answer. Multinationals are coming. Digital India is being sloganized. Digital India will open a lot many opportunity for electrical, electronics and instrumentation and all that digital computer science professionals. And then Make in India, mechanical people will be there. So many people, civil people will be required. Construction industries will be there. Even smart cities projects are going to come. These things can be opening new doors of opportunities for you people. So you require to think for, be very alert. One thing is required. start reading newspaper, looking for, be alert about new changes, new developments, and then you will be able to find ample of opportunities where you can capitalize your career. And then furthermore, threat. There are many more threats. Today I will be discussing one or two. Suppose that you made a career plan, you worked for it with great dedication, but you were not able to crack the job, desired one, or get your dream job. So what will you do? If your plan didn't work, what are you going to do? Any of one of you, please? If your plan is not working or it didn't work, what will you be doing?
Start again.
Yes, that should be the spirit. And even there should be one thing, backup plan. This should be there. Like if not this is my first priority. If I am not going to achieve this, then this should be my second priority. And even if the backup plan didn't work, yes, plan again.
Then one more backup plan.
Yes. And then one more backup plan. We need to think that way. And then you don't have only single plan. And don't think, why do we study? We study so that we may lead our life in a better way. This is the purpose of education. And people sacrifice that beautiful life if they think that this result is not in our favor, this plan didn't work. This is the nonsense decision. You are studying so that you can make your life beautiful. You can lead your life in a better way. And you sacrifice that valuable life for one failure. That is not acceptable. That is not advisable. That is not even thinkable. Your life is having much value. It is more valuable than a single failure. Clear? And then you need to think, you need to have a backup plan, and all that. Don't procrastinate. Don't delay without purpose. Start making your plan and plan wisely. I would like to give you one example. There was a man who worshipped throughout his life to God Shiva, Lord Shiva, offering so much milk there. And then he prayed that, oh Lord, please provide me one lottery. Clear? Please provide me one lottery. And then I will be the richest man. And he died, but he couldn't get one success in lottery. When he went in heaven, Lord Shiva thought, my very good worshipper is here. And he asked that fellow, that how are you? You are my dear one. You worship throughout your life. And then I am very happy to see you here. Then the person says, Lord, I prayed throughout my life that kindly provide me one lottery. Clear? And you didn't do that.